Ethan jabbed the bamboo pole into the grain storage again and again, but soon he noticed something was wrong. The temperature in every granary was exactly the same. He immediately sensed a problem. Just then, Oliver arrived. He checked the grain temperature twice a day as usual and had always believed nothing could go wrong. But he had failed to notice that the temperature in every granary remained unchanged. Normally, light and humidity levels differ from one storage to another, so the temperatures should never be identical. The two of them quickly climbed up to inspect. They found that the surface temperature of the grain had reached 50 to 60 degrees. The situation at the bottom was even worse. Oliver panicked. He gathered the others to help. Then he told Ethan to contact the captain and urged him to report to the regiment for reinforcements. The captain agreed at once and rushed off alone. The others stayed behind and worked non-stop to save the grain. They worked from morning to afternoon and were completely exhausted. Just as they were about to collapse, the captain came back with bad news. Higher-ups had assigned other urgent tasks, and the earliest support could come would be 2 days later. By then, the grain would likely have already sprouted or even rotted. The next morning, Ethan pushed the bamboo stick into the granary again. This time, he found that all the wheat had sprouted, and some had already begun to rot. A whole year's worth of food was lost due to one lapse in management. Oliver was overwhelmed with guilt and believed everything was his fault. He told Ethan to go back and rest. Then he stayed behind to deal with the unsprouted wheat. When Ethan returned to the house, he found a letter on the table. It was a written confession from Oliver. In the letter, Oliver confessed to making an irreparable mistake and said he planned to end his life. Ethan sensed the danger and ran out at once to find him. At this moment, Oliver was hiding in a secluded spot. Ethan found him and shouted his name. He told Oliver the thermometer had been broken for a long time and couldn't give accurate readings. The wheat had sprouted far too quickly. The real cause of the problem dated back to the previous caretaker. After hearing this, Oliver stayed silent for a long time. Then he calmed down. In the end, he chose to take responsibility and continue guarding the grain for the people.